What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Another day of trading today. James will be here in just a minute. Sorry for the delay. Just getting everything set up for the morning. All right. Let me know in the chat, guys, if you can see my screen here. What a day yesterday, huh? Pretty insane. A 1,200 point move on NQ and a 240 point move on ES. It's actually funny. You guys want to know something? Talk about leaving money on the table. Let me just actually go down so I could. I think I took this trade yesterday. Something like this. I took this trade, didn't like these wicks here. I thought that price kept bouncing, these sell-offs kept bouncing. A lot of bottom wicks here, even on the 5-minute. And looked like more buying pressure was here. And just closed for a pretty nice gain, honestly, even though it was only 5 points on ES. But my position size was actually pretty solid. And I literally shorted the high of day and just left the entire move on the table. And for anyone who's watching, let me just make sure actually my audio setup is good. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm sure it's very echoey right now. I need to get a bunch of furniture. Just give me 1 second. I just want to make sure that just let me know if you guys can hear me okay in the chat. Okay, good. Yeah, sorry if it's echoey. I'm working on it. I ordered a bunch of stuff to kind of like fill up this room. But if you look at the ultimate reversal from yesterday, thank you, Eddie. So let me just make this a little bit bigger here. You look at the ultimate reversal from yesterday, the midnight open was actually pretty high up. Right, call it somewhere around here. But the thing is, the outside day and the gap fill were really pretty far away from current open, right? This was yesterday. Midnight open for sure in play. This was a great target. Honestly, I should have been targeting down here. I was a little bit concerned because, and this is where your emotions really start to interfere with your trades. But the day before, which was this giant run-up day, I got ran over a few times trying to catch the short. So I'll actually stick on this 5-minute here. I got ran over a few times trying to short this. Now, luckily, I did catch the short and I caught the majority of the move down. We go to the orb for a second. I did short I think it was at 0450, something like that. And I held up until right inside the break back into the orb, which is great, right? I made back all the money that I had lost on this move up. But I was a little bit worried, to be honest, and this is where your emotions kind of get the best of you, that was going to happen again here. Obviously it didn't, but I was worried it was going to be one of these again, and I just didn't want to get run over again because it felt a little bit like.
There you go.
Fell off. What's up, James?
What's up?
What's up, bro? It felt like every sell-off was kind of getting bought into. So, James, I didn't tell you.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were starting at quarter past. I got you.
No, I know. But we have the schedule.
Yeah.
We had the schedule, so I was like, I'll just start whatever. It's fine. So, I didn't tell you, but yesterday I literally shorted the high of day on ES and just took profits. I was like, everything is like very bouncy right now. There was like one strong red candle that immediately got bought back into. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to close it.
Yeah.
And I'm not joking. I literally shorted the high of day here and left all of this on the table. I didn't capture any of this move.
I shorted NQ. I took the first on earlier. I took the first loss, and then I went over on my pre-market now as well. And then I shorted off that half day, and I got back at opening range. I got out at opening range low, so I at least got. Obviously, missed the massive move, but I got what I needed.
Yeah. And for anyone who's kind of like upset about that, about like missing this move, honestly, there's not a person on the planet that predicted this move or that could have predicted this move. To be honest, anyone who did have a giant P&L was just managing a trade well.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
that's what I suppose. Yeah.
That you're just managing the trade well here. Like, even to catch this move here, like after a sell-off like this of 1,000 points, to get short again after this bounce, not gonna lie, for another 500 points down is like insane. Like, I would not, if you had told me someone got short here after 1,000 point move down, looking for another even 100 points or 200 points, I would be like, that guy's crazy. So it's just an interesting, new report, guys, new report. Perfect setup today. New report. Everyone pay attention. Everybody pay attention. Okay, new report. Called. I'll go back. I'll just do year to date here. What this report looks at, it is a 3-candle pattern, specifically in the New York session. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove that. Let's look at these 2 days. Everyone, pay attention. I'm going to go to a 15-minute here just so it looks a little bit cleaner. Okay. So this report is a 3-day sequence. It needs 3 different days. And what this is saying is, so if I go to you're using the market sessions indicator, you use the lines on the indicator, you're going to see if the session was green or red. So this diagonal line right here, hopefully you guys can see this. I'll make it just a little bigger. Diagonal line right here is upwards. That means that this was a green day. Diagonal is down. That means it's a red day, right?
Sure.
So you use this on all your charts. But what this looks at is when there is day 1. I'm going to write this out for a second. Day 1, day 2. And then now today is day 3. When day 2 engulfs the entire range of day 1, which obviously yesterday it did, based on the direction of day 2, what is likely to happen on day 3? So right here, there was this day 2, this was yesterday, completely engulfed the New York session. And this was a red day, obviously. So when we look, day 2 red, right? Day 2 is an engulfing candle and it's red. Day 3, 62% of the time has actually ended closing green. Right?
This is on the daily time frame though. Yep.
It's the session, it's specifically the New York sessions.
Okay. Yep.
So you can see this blue box engulfs this blue box. This is day 1. This is day 2. For every time that day 2 is red, which it is in this case, which I'll make this red, day 2 is red. 62% of the time, day 3, which is today, is green. So tomorrow, or Monday, or maybe tomorrow, you're going to see this is going to show up here. This sequence, whatever happens today, is going to show up here. Day 3 hasn't played out yet, obviously, which is today. So that's why it's not in this table down here. But what you can see is that for every time these day 2 engulfs day 1 and is red 62% of the time. Today, day 3 will be green. Does that make sense, guys? Please let me know in the chat if you guys have any questions on that. Super important for a day like today. Obviously, there could be a continued sell-off, but this is one report which I'll actually like write a tweet about that you guys can be using today. And if you guys have any more details, if you guys want more details, right over here, this explainer video goes through like the entire thing, like how it works and everything else, obviously. So check out this video here. It goes through more details. It's very similar to what I just said, but yeah, this is a very interesting report. And then it's actually stronger when day 2 is green, resulting in a red day for day 3. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on our pre-market prep streams this morning. We've been going for a little bit longer, like 30 minutes, and the guys have had some good questions. I went over my trades from yesterday. I actually took the reason I actually liked shorts yesterday, and I can bring it up for the guys that missed the pre-market prep streams, but NVIDIA was still trading quite bearish into the open comp, and that's why I liked NVIDIA. That's why I liked NQ shorts. I've just reading NVIDIA tagged along with the NQ price action. So it's interesting that we kind of took the same trade, Andre.
Yeah, well,
why did you like the shorts at that level, like personally?
So if we look, well, first of all, I was noticing that ES, it was kind of weird that ES versus NQ, like one of them was stronger at one point, the other one started to flip, and when hold on just a second.
Yeah, you can see, guys, I'm obviously on the road at the moment. I'm just on a little weekend getaway.
That's good. That's good, bro. So what?
The name of the new report is Engulfing Candles. Engulfing?
Yeah, it's the Engulfing Candles report, the bi-daily candle sub-report. So it's this one right over here. So my thought process was, break of new high of day. I was bearish because of the ultimate reversal, because of the midnight open, right? So I can't use the midnight open indicator, whatever. Let's just say that midnight was like right around here. I was overall bearish because I really like this ultimate reversal. It's been working really nicely in like the last couple of months. Honestly, this is something that like I've been telling a lot of people to look at. And for anyone who doesn't know what the ultimate reversal is, we have a video on the homepage, ultimate reversal setup of edgeful. So you go to the get started page right here in the essential walkthrough, right? This is the video walking you through exactly how to combine these 3 reports to have a data backed bias pretty much every single time it sets up. So my bias initially was short. And James, what I was saying yesterday was I didn't hold on to this trade. Like I would never normally go for a 5-point target on ES.
Yeah.
Like usually I'm targeting like 8 to 10 points. I usually won't go like too much further than that, but I got ran over like 3 or 4 times taking shorts here. So on this move up yesterday, I got ran over a few times and then I luckily caught the short down. But the logic here was break of new high of day. If this fails, I'm going to go short, expecting to target right over here, right? Which is this is the midnight opening price. And then honestly, I had no expectations of reversing back to yesterday's high because it was really far away, right? So if we look, it was almost 1% away. I'm not typically too interested in that. The thing is, even if we look at the gap fill report. So yesterday, the gap fill, then we have 5 minutes until the market opens, guys, just so you know.
Yep.
So gap fill roughly, like very roughly, I'm not like doing exact numbers right now, over 1.5%. I don't have the ultimate reversal set up on the list of
that's
edgeful.
crazy, dude.
Are you talking about the indicator or are you talking about the ultimate reversal setup? Is not a report. It's if you go to the get started page, it's actually an explainer video here. Just so you guys know what I'm talking about here.
And just before you open, so I'm getting some questions in the Discord. Yeah, some of the guys looking at purchasing the algos and want to get on a call with either me or Andre. You can do so if you have a normal edgeful package, but don't have the upgrade yet. You can do that still, correct, Andre? Is that
so
right?
Really specifically, you can get on regular calls. The algo calls are not for like the base plan users. The algo calls where like I go through. So just so you guys know, the algo calls are only for people who have the algos. And what I do on those calls is I go through and like help you guys refine them and like talk about the settings and like talk about how they work on ES versus NQ versus like, and we go through the settings pretty much. So those are exclusive
at a
to
normal call? Algo users,
no, those are exclusive to the algo users. Now you can ask algo questions right over here in our chat. So we'll answer any questions like about how the algos work. Like you need a TradingView subscription for it and a premium TradingView subscription. And all the other details are going to be right over here. Or obviously if you go to the algos page and you don't have you're not upgraded, then you'll see some more like information on this page, which looks like this.
But if you've got a normal edgeful subscription, can you make a call just to ask about maybe possibly upgrading to the algos? Okay, so
we don't offer that. So
sure.
Right here, this is what the page will look like if you don't have access to the algos. And there's a video here. There's the little breakdown of each of the algos that we have. We actually just released a new one. But if you guys have any questions, like please don't be shy to reach out to our support to and just ask whatever you want. Now I did see one comment here from Vegas 4587. Worth spending the time to watch every single report and sub-report video. It is, listen guys, like I don't make them for fun. I make them because they're important. I say that all the time. And I would not make, I've probably made like 500 videos. I've made new versions of old videos. It takes like actually like an extreme amount of time to do it. I do not make them for fun. I would not make them if I didn't have to. You guys don't have to use every single report, honestly. You don't have to use every report, but if there are some that you guys find, right, like the engulfing candles by daily candle, which is like in play today, now it's our job to like make that obvious to you guys, which we're working on the what's in play actually for this. But yeah, like you don't need all the reports. You don't need to use all the reports every day, but just understanding like what they are is really important. So I just wanted to highlight that. That is very key to watch the videos.
Yeah, I just told the guys in the live chat now that if they want to come ask questions on the algos or anything like that, come through to this live chat. We can answer your questions in the chat, and then yeah,
for sure.
Or come to my pre-market prep streams. That's why we do this, right?
Yeah, exactly.
James, you're always on a weekend getaway. Jeez, give me a break. I haven't been away for a while. What's up, Nick? Yeah, my plan right now and I'll get my screen up in a second, but we got to open here in a minute. But my plan is if we hold those overnight lows, I'm definitely going to look for some bounce plays today, André, particularly after that massive sell-off. Stocks are also green pre-market.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do here is, again, as always, the market just opened here. So let's see what's going on. I guess we're going to get another giant orb today, probably. Already in the first 30 seconds, orb is already almost 0.5%. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, I told them to narrow it down. It's sizing.
Yeah, you guys have to be careful with the sizing here. If we go to this grid view, crazy to see that Google has pretty much retraced this whole move overnight, or like half the move overnight so far. You know what, dude? I really like Meta. I hope it keeps falling. The problem with trying to catch or like trying to like average into, what's up, KB Harris? The problem with trying to average into a falling stock like Meta is it goes from.
Sorry, let me get that out going.
No, you're good.
Go.
The problem with averaging into a falling stock like Meta is it went from 750 to.
Yeah.
I'll just pull this up quick. And it's like you go from.
It can happen quickly, bro. Oof.
Yeah, it goes from like almost 800, right? And then the major sell-off goes from 750 down to 700. And you're like, okay, major sell-off, I'll buy here. And it goes to 680. Okay, like prior level of support, prior level of resistance. I'm going to add in more at 680. Okay, 660, another level. I'm going to buy in again. And then you just like got to be careful because you don't want to like use up all your dry powder like too early. Like ideally, honestly, I would love to see Meta at 500 and like best case, in my opinion, like what's realistic would be this 480. I mean, realistic is a stretch actually. What would be ideal is this 480 area, but we'll have to see what happens, honestly. Like I would love to see a larger sell-off. For anyone who's either just getting into investing or for anyone who's like newer to investing, maybe you're out of school, you have a job now, you have some money, you're putting money away into like your Robinhood or to your investment account. It sucks to see your account balance go down, but honestly, these are like great opportunities to buy.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
If you're holding for the long term, you've really like, obviously anything can happen, but like you really don't have too much to worry about if you're holding for the long term.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's that.
Yeah, you obviously it's part and parcel of investing, bro. If you can't accept the risk, then you can't be rewarded for the profit.
Exactly.
Simple as that. I want to speak about just as we making quite some big moves here in the open, but if we can pull up my screen over here, let's go like this.
Yeah, pull it up.
So this has been my month so far, and I did mention this on stream, not to brag or whatever. You guys know I'll just take it one day at a time, but I've had a pretty solid month. Yeah, I'm up 25K across my prop firm funded accounts and personal, bro. So yeah, I've had two great days, but something that I was speaking about, like I had a pretty crappy execution day last week, Thursday, where I lost 9K. But if you don't have those bad days, you can't expect the good days where I had a 12K day. So yeah, you got to take it one day at a time. But this is, again, just, edgeful data and my trading plan, just taking it seriously each and every single day. I think a lot of traders, they come in and just look, they see the markets as a casino, but it's not. This is 100% skill-based game, bro. This is not like over 6 months. This is a skill-based game. So
yeah, so I 1000% agree on that. It's one thing that I've actually been talking a lot to our users about. So just so you guys know, the algo calls are with me. The regular calls are not with me. But if you guys are on the algo plan, you can schedule a call with me. But what I've been talking about recently a lot is understanding position size and being able to survive, like not survive, but like make it through and like manage your risk through periods where you're losing, right? Losing trades.
Yeah.
Like they're like theoretically, I know not a lot of people will actually like follow this, but like theoretically, there's no way that you should be able to blow an account in less than like 50 or 100 trades. Like even call it like 30 trades.
Sure.
You should not technically be able, and this is, let's ignore the prop space for a second. Let's just talk about like traditional
traditional cash accounts. Yeah.
Like you should not be able to blow an account in less than like 30 consecutive losing trades, right? And something that we're doing right now is we're actually building a risk calculator for you guys to understand.
I like
if my account balance is this and I risk X amount, number one, how many consecutive losing trades can I afford? What type of win rate do I need to be able to risk this type of money? And it'll give you guidelines. Like it's going to be super intuitive to see. I'll just give me 1 second while I pull it up. So just give me 1 second.
Yo, what's up, Michael?
Okay. Okay. So this is not finalized, but pretty much you put in your account size, right? You put in your risk per trade. Now, in this case, let's just say here that my account size is 100K. Let's say I'm risking $1,000. You're risking 1% per trade. You can take 100 consecutive losses in a row until you blow your account. You can, in this case, increase your position size to be risking $200 per trade. That would be risking 2% of your account. And then it'll tell you, this is not finalized yet, but it'll tell you if you have a 40% win rate, how many trades can you take before you lose? If you have a 50% win rate, 60% win rate, whatever else. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be, I don't know when it'll be live, but it is going to be a really nice little feature just so you guys can like fact check yourselves and just make sure that your risk is in a like a good window.
Yeah, agreed.
So on the 1 minute here, I'm seeing a ton of consolidation and like, you guys don't want to be trading this right now. Just like wait for something to happen. Now, granted, there is a rather large move at the moment, but I wouldn't say that something happened yet. So I would just be really mindful about waiting. So right now our orb size is just about 0.5%, and just wait. Just be really patient. Wait for something to happen. You don't need to trade just yet. There will be some things setting up. We'll obviously tell you guys when we take a trade.
Yeah, we are bouncing back and forth on all the indexes right now. We up on Tesla, down 1.7% on the video at the moment.
Yo, you see crypto, by the way?
Yeah, dude, that's back at those April lows. I did see that. Pretty wild.
Honestly, kind of hyped about it. To be honest, like 35% off the all-time high. I mean, and I'm using like the Coinbase price right now.
Yeah,
it's pretty good, honestly. For anyone who's concerned right now, this is where, I mean, I'm not saying that you should buy because there's definitely a chance that it can fall. But this is opportunity, right? It can go from 85 to 70. It can go to 60. But
yeah,
you guys just be mindful about averaging in. That's really important.
Yeah, you don't want to go too big too early, especially on if you're buying face value, it's good. But if you're leveraging positions, that's a different story as well.
Yeah, you guys got to be really careful, especially right now with using a lot of leverage. But you just see a comment just said ICT retracement. If you guys pay attention to that report, I absolutely pay attention to that report. By the way, Scarlett, check out the ultimate reversal setup indicator. It'll plot it for you. This is the yellow line. You can customize it, but we have a nice, right here, we have the gap fill, which is pretty close. So right here, you can see this blue line on NQ seems to be a little bit closer, or actually a lot closer than ES. But then the red line here is that previous day's low, that previous New York session low. So if we pull up, there you go. That's awesome. If we pull up the inside bars report, what are we going to see here? And we could just look year to date. We can look at 6 months. It doesn't really matter. But 78% of the time when price opens within yesterday's range, it will break out of yesterday's range. So right here, this red line is going to be a solid target. Now, granted, yesterday had a major sell-off, so we might see kind of something like this, but I'm not sure yet. We need to kind of let price action play out. But even if we look at the buy open, so price obviously opened below the midpoint of yesterday, like very obviously. And when we look at that, when price opened below the midpoint, 60% of the time it touched previous day's low. So another very key point here to be targeting this red line today. You guys just need to be careful. Let something happen here. We're still consolidating. We're still in a pretty tight range. So just be very careful about that.
Yeah, agreed on. Guys on the Discord still asking for the link. I got them there. So on my pre-market stream, André, I did mention this level that I was watching. So I've got ES pulled up at the moment. But these overnight lows, if these hold, I think we could see a bounce. That was my thought process today. If you flush these and don't snap back hard on it, I think we could see further slide. But that's what I'm watching right now.
The
overnight lows. So down at, on ES is down at 530. You see it there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Still stuck inside the range. I think it's, right now, I just want to let price figure out what it wants to do.
Yeah.
Do you recommend following the 921 EMA at 1 day, 1 minute candle, first few minutes?
James, I think we lost you.
Sorry, I'm back there.
Oh, there you are. I think you're back. Okay.
Yeah, I used to use a lot of EMAs. For me, right now, it's just price action. So, you know, I think it could be, EMAs are maybe a good way to see how you can trail positions. How do you trail positions? Because that's obviously, I missed the move yesterday, André.
So did I. Unfortunately. How do I trail positions? I'm actually very bad at...
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I am actually not great with trailing positions because, like, I've found that for me, I'm better at, like...
Full in or full out.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you're full in and you're full out. I don't really like to scale too much. I know a lot of people that do like to scale in and out, but I am personally, I love the concept of it, but I just haven't really been able to do it really that well. I like to just enter and then see what happens and then take profits fully. I will almost always leave just like one runner and do it that way, right? Like I don't know. Everyone has a different method, but that's my method. Like I'm full in and full out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, really not great price action so far. I mean, also, let's just check. Is there...
Wime's printing a massive bearish 5 minute down to the downside right now. I mean, that 5 minute bar is 100 and...
In 1 minute, we have PMI, by the way. In 30 seconds,
correct,
we have PMI. 10 a.m., we have consumer sentiment. Even though those are not red folder, technically red folder, I do think that consumer sentiment does kind of like drive a little bit of a move. So I would expect some movement.
Particularly after what's happened yesterday. Markets are waiting for its next, what the hell want to happen next, you know?
Yeah. So one thing I'm noticing right now is ES definitely weaker than NQ at the moment. Just based on what I'm seeing here. Like for sure. So if you are going to go short, maybe ES is the one too short. But still just kind of want to see what's going on here. So the 15-minute orb just set.
Correct.
I'm going to remove my midnight open here just so my chart is a little bit cleaner.
You got that news coming out now.
Yeah.
At the moment. André, what do you think about, well, you can ask the chat as well, what do you think about starting the stream at 9 o'clock, but then doing that countdown and then letting the guys come on at 15:15?
Sure. Yeah, I think that we should probably push it from 9:15 to 11:15.
Yeah,
honestly.
Because sometimes 30 minutes before the open's quite, I mean, we've just had my
it's a lot.
Prep. Yeah. We don't need another whole 30 minutes before pre-market, before the open again. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, so now we're getting the sell-off. I see Scarlett just entered a short here. I do think that ES does seem to be the weaker one over here. I would not be surprised if, like, in terms of a target, the blue line here, this gap fill is not going to be out of the question for sure. I do think it's a solid target. We got that gap fill on NQ right now, that previous day low inside bar on NQ as well. Right here, this 24,098 is going to be that level on NQ. Would be nice if we got a little flush on both of these right now, but I'm still sitting waiting. Yeah, going towards previous day low. That's that inside bar. I'm sure you know that, but that's the inside bars report. Very, very strong.
Yep.
Of just breaking out of that previous day's range. Apple kind of holding up really nicely right now, which is kind of shocking. Everything else,
dude,
Apple's
always one of those stocks where markets can be tanking, and Apple and Google, like they just hold up, bro.
I know.
Tesla wicking that previous day's lows now underneath opening range low, but wicking those previous day's lows. So it will be interesting to see if we do bounce from this level. As I said, this overnight level, if we hold this is the big one for me personally.
And that's that 530 area?
Yeah, 530 on ES, and on NQ it is at, we're still trading well above it on NQ. NQ it's around 24K.
If this bounce fails, I would be interested in scalping a short.
Yeah. We had a nice trade last week, bro. I took the short, you took the long, got out of it, and then we got the short as well. So
if this bounce fails, I definitely would like a short right now. I would just want to see some move just below, back below the orb low. I think that would be pretty solid. Wow.
YM's bouncing off those lows as well. Pretty hard.
What's ripping right now?
Apple and Google's up 3.3%.
Jesus.
Yeah, volatility is back. Look at that wick, bro, on NQ. That wick, the 5-minute candle is 120 points at the moment on NQ.
Horrible, man.
Thanks for coming. If you're using big size on futures contracts today, you're gonna get smoked. Please, if you just size down, literally trade a quarter of what your usual size is. You know, don't worry about this. Is another one, like André, like you never hear people posting their bad days online. You're only going to hear if someone made money yesterday. I luckily made money yesterday, but you know, you never hear people post their L's. And if you're trying to chase other guys, or trying to compare yourself, that's the worst place to be in, personally.
I've 1,000%.
Yeah.
What do you think about a short here? Or as long as we're still below this orb low?
Yeah, if you're below the orb low, yes. But yeah.
You're looking for longs here?
No. I only want to longs if we're trading above 24,300, bro. I can't trade into that level for me personally on NQ. Yes, that would be at 6,600. It's just that consolidation just before the open.
Yeah. I kind of like this a little bit, to be honest. But a 15-point stop is pretty big right now.
Yeah. Again, also just sitting on your hands, also a position, right? We don't need to be jumping in here. We're going to be on stream here with you guys for another hour and a bit. So
yeah.
Do you have any levels that you got out today? I know on Monday we were speaking about levels. André looks like the head of the family, and James looks like the muscle. Yeah, of course. That's what they call me. Jason, Jason Bourne. That's what they call me. JB.
That's hilarious. Levels. I don't have any specific levels
Solid
here.
ones,
I mean,
yeah.
we do have this, right? This little area right here, which I'll make it red here just so it kind of stands out a little bit more. But I don't really have too much here because when you have a sell-off like this, like you don't know how these levels are going to react.
Sure.
You don't know. You really don't know how they're going to react. Like once they get retested, right?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Let me just. But. Like if price reclaims this area here, I would be super bullish if price reclaims this 24,600 on NQ. But I still, let me just check this quick.
Why I'm holding those lows as well. We definitely are trading a lot more bearish on that. Tesla now bouncing off the opening range low. That's interesting.
Yeah, Google up. Google and Apple. So Apple's pulling back just a little bit here. I don't know, man. I would love, you know what I would really love? One really strong candle to break a new high of day that fails. I will.
Sure. Yeah.
With a nice wick, I would definitely look for a short here, but that confirmation on the fail would need to be pretty strong. Like if we get a nice top wick on that would be great. I'm also going to zoom out just a little bit here.
Tesla started to pick up, yeah.
The thing is that previous day's low is like right there. And it's tough, dude. It's tough to not expect it to break. But I mean, yesterday was definitely an anomaly. I mean, it was super close on NQ, not really that close on ES. But right now, if we get
I'm gonna buy some Tesla here. I like this candle on Tesla at the moment. Coming off that opening range low.
I mean, is it crazy to take a short right now?
I've actually just got pinged on my algo. You hear that?
Oh, you did? I didn't hear it.
Yeah, it came through. My algo on NQ bar. Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like this a little bit now, honestly.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll let you guys know how the algo does, but obviously the algo would have taken those longs.
I just took a short, really small size here, smaller than my normal size, at 88.50 with a stop at 6,600, targeting new low of day.
Yeah, so my Tesla position I've got my stops way below previous. So mine's kind of like an intraday swing position. You can kind of call it that. I'm targeting or stops at 380, 389. So still way down there.
Yeah,
I just want to see if it holds these overnight lows.
I'm in the short right now on ES.
NQ. Oh yes, sure.
I'm on ES right now.
Yeah,
at
that makes sense.
88.50, targeting new low of day. My stop is at 6,600. 6,600. My target is at 63.
Okay, so you got a pretty big stop on that.
Yeah. Wide stop because I like almost a 12-point stop.
Sure.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so I've got the longs on Tesla, and then you got the shorts on ES. So it is interesting to see. They definitely can move differently.
Yeah, I mean they're not really as correlated, but when NQ makes new high of day, immediately flips red. ES doesn't, or sorry, not high of day, breaks orb high. ES doesn't break orb high. Both of them seem to be reversing. I will happily take a little scalp with low risk. So keep in mind, my risk is
more of a scalp play this for you.
Oh yeah, for sure. And my position size is much smaller. Like I'm using micro. I usually never use micros, and I'm using micros right now.
That makes sense.
So and that's how you can afford a bigger stop, right? Like in my opinion, typically risking 12 points on ES is a very big stop. Like I don't typically do that, but I'm happy to let this hit my stop if it does, because my position's like, even if it's a winner, I'm not really going to care, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, so we got 2 trades on at the moment. I'll keep you guys updated as always. We'll see. Okay, nice. You're already in the green. You got a nice price on that.
Yeah, well, I have a little bit of a longer way to go here.
Sure.
Maybe I'll add if it retests my area, my entry. If it retests maybe this 590 area, maybe and fails, maybe I'll add. I don't know. Either way, it's my position size is really small, so whatever. Yeah, that's the one thing about CFDs that I'm
like, yeah.
I like, yeah. Not that I've ever used them, but
sure. No, well, you can't really. It's tough for you guys in the States to kind of use them, for sure. But it is quite nice. Like it's, you can have your stop wherever you desire.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Jeez, look at that, bro. My goodness.
So 10 a.m. consumer sentiment just came out.
Yeah, hello.
If we get close to the orb high and fail, I will consider adding.
Yeah, why I'm picking up a little of momentum there off those lows, so is NQ.
Yeah, I just added at 65.86.25.
Sure.
65.86.25. So that second entry, maybe I'll hold it for a little bit longer. 65.86.25. Stop at 6,600. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of volume coming in.
That's what you want. Okay, so where's my ultimate reversal indicator? Where's my gap fill? 5, 5, 9. Should I target previous day's low? 5, 5, 52. Okay. Okay.
Would you cut some or try and hold that full piece on that?
No, I have one target at new low of day.
Okay.
Like a portion of the portion being taken out at new low of day, portion now at 55, which is my right here. Now I'm showing. I'm not.
Okay.
So these are the two. I mean, I tried to make it like decent looking, but yeah, these are the two positions that I have right now. So new low of day and previous day's low. So now NQ is significantly weaker than ES, which is unfortunate because obviously I'm short ES, but
yeah,
whatever.
you short ES, yeah. Yeah, NQ at that 570.
Yeah, hopefully I'm about to hit TP1 here. Oh, come on. My TP1 is at 65, 63. Right?
Okay, so you're almost there.
Right
65,
here.
60.
Yeah, close, really close. So just 3 points away. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. There it is. Okay,
Oh,
there's TP1.
There's 63, yep.
And then, okay, so this one is out. And then I still have a runner to 65, 52. So this is my remaining. So I'll just do this and then whatever, they're overlapping. That's fine. So now I just moved my stop to a couple ticks in profit. So now my stop, whatever. So now I'll let this run. So now I want to actually talk about something relating to, just give me a second.
Yeah, I'm still watching YM and few. Yep, go ahead.
I just want to talk about something where this is one of the reasons that I don't like to scale in and out of positions is because yesterday I left a ton of money on the table, right? So yesterday I left a ton of money on the table. Oh, if I held runners, I would have caught this whole move. Now, typically, I personally would never look for a move on ES of 33 points. And I'm just trying to be conscious of, am I trying to maximize this winner? Am I trying to hold to my target or to this further target because yesterday I left money on the table? Or
yeah, that's fair.
Am I doing it because this is like a solid trade idea, right? It's something you need to be aware of. So I'm out already, half my position here, and then I have the other half at break even, so I don't really care. It's like slightly in profit. But I just need to make sure now that my target is properly placed, which I think it is, obviously. That's why I put it there. But my target of previous day's low is accurate, which looks like I'm going to get stopped out on with this like bounce right now, or like stop out on
dude, how volatile
in profit.
Wow. Yeah, it's a good point what you're mentioning now. Yeah, so you're basically saying you got to treat each day as individually. You can't think about what happened yesterday. Yeah.
Correct. So I think I'm going to close this right now because this bounce is like not what I'm looking for. We are bouncing,
bro.
Yeah.
Look at NQ bouncing off the lows as well. YM getting above 46K. My Tesla positions, it went down and now almost back at break even. So
yeah, I have my stop now at 82.75. So right, really close. I'm probably going to get stopped out just for a couple points. Yeah, for sure.
Wow, dude, this is some volatile markets, bro. My goodness.
I'm out.
Yeah, nice trading, dude.
So made literally zero money on the other one. 82. What was my?
And that's why you don't like taking half.
83. Yeah, this is exactly the issue. Like I can't I don't know. I don't do it well, honestly. I'm not good at taking partials. Like I should have just taken my whole position off. Like the other day when I had that trade the other day, I was targeting that short orb low. It was literally like the bottom of the, like it bounced immediately off of orb low. And
Yeah.
that's like, to me, it's just better. Like I personally much prefer taking full positions off. And this is where a day like yesterday, now granted, even I still think that the logic of the trade was valid because I'm targeting previous day's low. I know that price will typically hit previous day's low because of what the data shows. So the logic is still there, but I have found that I don't do as well with taking partials.
Sure. Yeah, makes sense. I also don't particularly like to take partials either.
Yeah. Watch this flush now after I'm out.
I mean, we're bouncing pretty hard on the stocks, bro. Whew.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this right now. Dude, Google looks like it's gonna kind of dive right now though.
Yeah, it's still up 2%. I don't really even look to day trade Google. I think it's a crappy stock to day trade.
Yeah.
Personally.
Oof! Look at this. Look at this. Guarantee you right now, price hits yesterday's low. I guarantee it.
After you get out.
Yeah. No, of course. It's how it works.
It's how it works. But, the market makers were waiting for you to get out.
Yeah, they're watching the stream right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I closed for 3.5 points, which is whatever. But a bounce like that is concerning, to be honest. A bounce like this is concerning when you're short. Luckily, I had two really good entries, but yeah, my two entries are right here. So I got short on this pop at consumer sentiment, and then now we have our wonderful sell-off.
Yeah, I still got my longs on Tesla. My entry price is 398. We're trading at 396 at the moment, so I'm just watching.
What's your stop looking like?
My stop is pretty big, bro. I'm trading with a pretty big stop just because of the volatility. It's underneath pre-market lows of 390.
And where did you get in?
On the break of the New York session VWAP, 398. So I went down to the low time. Let me get my screen up like this. So that's what my trade looks like at the moment, like this. So I got my stop underneath this level.
Oh wow, you have a huge stop.
Yeah, I got a $7 stop, dude. I don't want to have tight stops in this type of market conditions. Look, we're looking good on, and then just flash right back down. So I got my stop pretty wide, and if it holds this level, then I would still like it. So that's what I'm watching at the minute.
Oh,
like that. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think that the shorts here, they look solid, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna manage my position. I'll watch it, but yeah, it's.
I don't know about Tesla specifically, but
we're underneath. We are still above those pre-market highs, and that's what I spoke about all of stream. So I got to play my plan, right?
No, of course.
Because if we rip here and I'm like, man, dude, I cut my trade early. Well,
yeah.
That's why I do sometimes like the wider stops, André, personally.
I fully agree. The thing is that like position size dictates so much though.
Yeah, it does.
When you're looking at like sizing in to a trade and you size in too heavily, it also like interferes with how you manage the trade.
Yeah. Yeah, you get too scared too quickly and so forth. I agree.
Yeah.
But also, like, at the end of the day, no one, if I've made money, no one care. I don't care if my goal was 50 points or 500 points. I made money, bro, you know?
Oh, I disagree with I disagree with you on that. For my trading style personally, like I would.
Okay, yeah, from your trading style.
Yeah,
sure.
for my trading style, like the thing is that you have CFDs, so like it's different when you have CFDs.
Yeah, it's different.
Like,
yeah, sure.
You're risking you're risking $7, but like your $7 on Tesla's like it could be a $10 P and out, like right. It could be anything.
Correct. Could be anything. I could risk $1,000. It could risk 10,000, whatever I want to risk on the $7. So
yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it is kind of, it's different from that point of view. Sure.
It depends. It depends.
Yeah. Do you ever look at RTY? I see some guys asking on RTY.
Dude, I never look at RTY.
I don't think I've ever looked at RTY.
Wow, it actually looks pretty strong right now compared to the rest. Broke the Globex high. It's interesting. What about YM? YM kind of dead center. YM stronger than ES and NQ though.
Yeah, YM's holding up. Yeah.
IB is so good on RTY. Interesting. Maybe I should look at that.
Interesting. Yeah, YM's holding up. YM's green on the day. NQ slightly down. ES slightly up.
Crazy.
What's RTY?
Google kind of. RTY is the
RTY
Russell
up.
2000.
Yeah, but is it up on the day?
Oh yeah. I think it was. Sure. I think it was above the complete overnight high. Yeah, it just broke, or maybe that was before, but it broke the overnight.
Sure.
The complete overnight high.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of my Tesla. I don't like it. I'm gonna look if I can get a re-entry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get a re-entry on it. It's all good. Okay, so got out, yeah. For re-entry on it. Yeah. Okay, put that into the.
Dude, the shorts look solid. So NQ broke previous day's low, gap fill, and midnight open. ES has not filled the gap yet, has not broken previous day's low yet. If we pull up the screener, everything so far on the previous day's range is either bearish or neutral, which is interesting. Previous day's range means that price touched either previous day's high or low.
Correct. Yeah.
If NQ retests this orb low and fails, a 70-point stop is too much.
Not for me.
Yeah, not for you, but a 70-point stop is way too much.
No, that's pretty wild, dude.
Yeah, I can't do that.
For futures contracts, for sure. We still have still in the first hour of trading too, so.
Yeah. Okay, if we get if this bounce fails, I will look. I would love if we get to like this midpoint of the orb. So I'll go to my orb indicator, put on the midpoint here and here. If we can get there, I would be kind of happy. Hey, Mark. What's up, Mark? That guy's awesome. Looking at the same thing. NQ short with a stop at 160. Yeah. I am interested. I do think that NQ is the weaker one here, but I don't know where to put my stops. I am interested on the short side. I just can't get an entry right now, and I'm not going to take a trade just for the sake of taking a trade.
Sure. Yeah, got to save that markup on the Tesla. So I closed out my Tesla at 395.5. I'll look for re-entry on that if I do get one. Interesting. Look at YM holding up, bro. YM holding up compared to NQ and ES.
Yeah, YM also RTY holding up really nicely.
Yeah.
I just need an entry on the short, honestly.
Sure.
I mean, like, maybe I should have just left my other position not to move my stop. Like,
yeah, but then it comes
honestly,
back to break even. And
yeah. I mean, I only took 3 points anyway, but like, who cares about that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's ES gap fill just hit right now. Previous day's lows next. So just so you guys, like, very obviously, this is not clean price action. So if anyone's like forcing any trades right now, like, please be careful.
yeah,
This is like
super chop,
very
back
clearly
and forth.
not, yeah, very clearly like not great environment right now. So just keep that in mind when we're.
Yeah, look at NQ. Just it's up and down, bro. Down and back
Yeah.
up, back down. Now bouncing again.
NQ definitely relatively weaker than ES, but I don't know. Do you like these shorts now?
Bro, honestly, not really, hey. I don't. At the moment, no. I can't say I do, bro. I must admit, I told myself, like, as long as we hold up overnight pre-market lows, I'm just gonna stay a bit either long bias or flat. And we still
Yeah,
are. Look at NQ again. Look, we're working NQ on off previous days extended market hour lows again. If we bring up my screen over here.
yeah,
So this was the level I was watching, the pre-market lows. But look at that white dotted line, which is that previous day's range, that previous day's lows. Look how we're working at almost the point again. So I
yeah.
can't say I like the shorts. Like if I short into like a heavy level like that, I will kick myself, you know.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. The thing is, these stops are too wide. Like, the structure here is very tough to. Like, I am interested in the shorts, but the stops are too wide. Like, it's just not worth it. Like, even if we get a little bit like a wick above, a 65-point stop is just too much. Even if we're looking at new low of day.
Sure.
And then even if we don't get that, I mean, like, Jesus, come on, man. Wow. I think that was a clean opportunity to get short, but
yeah, you'd have to be.
you just can't. You can't take it. You just can't take it because it's the stop is. I mean, if you trade futures, the stop is just too big.
Yeah.
Tesla rolling over, Broadcom near low of day, NVDA near low of day, Meta near low of day, Apple's the only one near high of day, Google near low of day. God.
I'm glad I got out of my Tesla, bro. It's down $4 from when I sold it.
I don't know, bro.
But very, very, very big ranges here, bro. Jeez.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's 110 points from orb low. The range today is 250 points so far. We have 9 minutes until the first hour. Tesla's well into new low of day. Google looks like a new low of day coming. If Apple rolls over, everything is rolling.
It'll go red. Yeah.
Everything is rolling if Apple rolls. Yeah, this is
not solid. Yeah, tough price action,
bro.
Oof. Yeah, it's not the easiest. That's what, look at that wick again on NQ, bro. Look at that.
The thing is, like at this point, how many more retests of a low are we going to take before it's just like the low of day and you're going to short the low of day now? Like if this gets back up, if this breaks the structure over here, and I'm on a 1 minute, so keep that in mind. If we get back into like this orb and it fails, I don't know, maybe shorts would work, but yeah, this is. I just need a violent move a little bit to take a trade.
Dude, look at this wick on NQ. Look at this.
I know.
This is crazy,
it's dude. It's an 85-point wick.
My goodness.
So are you interested in longs right now?
To get back above the New York session VWAP on NQ, which is currently the price of that is 179. So we're not far away from it, bro. 40 points. So, I mean,
price just bounced perfectly off the zone that I had.
I know. So that's the previous day's lows. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Look at YM's wick, bro. YM's wick is 100 points, and it looks like we're moving higher now.
On a 15-minute? Oh, I have. Oh my God! This whole time I've been pulling up the delayed data on YM. Because I never trade YM, so I don't pay for the data on that.
Sure. But does this mean data?
Wait, I think I lost you. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Doesn't the data come, the CME data, doesn't it just come all as one package though? Like if you purchase the CME data?
It's I don't know what the I don't know what the different packages are, but you only get certain things in certain packages. I only trade ES and NQ, so like I don't really care to have the other ones. But
sure. I've got stuff it, bro. I've got some longs in YM. I'm long YM.
Honestly, that might not be a bad trade right now.
I'm long YM stop is at opening range, so it's going to be a massive stop, bro. So excuse that, but I like this. I like this candle closure above the opening range high. There you go. Okay. So this is my position here. Let's remove that and go like this. So look, break of opening range high is my entry. Look at that.
Yeah, really nice. Really, really nice. Especially with this push on ES and NQ right now.
Yeah. So that's me. We'll see if we can get some extension. So in it's about 080. I'm already up like 15 points, bro. That was pretty quick, that flush. Let's go like that. So Anthony, I like longs and NQ just with ES head into yesterday's New York range, yeah. Look at NQ also, that big wick on NQ. Back inside the opening range.
Bro, I think I'm going to take an NQ short.
You think so?
Yeah. The stop is so big. I don't know if this is like, I don't think it's really degenerate, honestly.
Okay. I'll watch. What are you in?
I didn't take it.
Yeah, it's coming back down, NQ.
Gosh, dude. The thing is, if we have the IB forming and the high formed first, so like the first break is very likely to be to the low, and if we front run it by 4 minutes, like the first break is very likely to be the low. Now, granted, we're in a very unique market environment right now, so like it might not work today, but yeah, there is a lot to me on the data side that's pointing to the shorts, but God, I just missed that opportunity, I think. Yeah, I think I just missed that opportunity.
Yeah, geez, you have to be quick in this market, bro.
Yeah, the snipe that I had at the consumer sentiment trade at 10 a.m., that was a really good entry, but
yeah. NQ 5-minute ATR is 80. Yep, 80 points on ATR.
That's insane. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not thrilled right now.
Yeah, I think I'm in the best index for longs. So yeah, it's a bit of a shit one, bro. It comes back down to the level that you're watching.
Damn, dude. I should have taken it. I honestly was like, this is a little bit degenerate, I think, but it wasn't. It wasn't. But
yeah, NQ just back and forth, bro. Oh goodness.
Wow.
Now do you buy it off this level again?
Yeah, I mean, should we? Like that.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that for me, I don't like to do that ping pong.
Yeah.
Like
no,
buy, sell, buy, sell.
Yeah. I agree. It's a good one to maybe point out the potential entry on that NQ. Man, dude, that would have been a savage entry.
Yeah. Damn. God, I hope someone took it. Did anyone in the chat, please? Did someone take that short? Tell me someone took it, please.
You know, the crazy part is I'm still like kind of break even or just slightly down on YM, and it's just still holding up. So it's clearly YM holding up, and NQ and ES are clearly a lot more bearish today. Simple as that.
Ambient. At least someone took it. At least someone took that trade. I did. Murray, let's go. Nice. I should have taken it. Honestly, I did not think that it was degenerate. I thought it was a little bit degenerate because of the violent move up, but you look at the data, now we have the IB set. So
yeah,
IB set, price just broke the IB low. IB by rejection is bearish. Okay, so let's walk through this for a second.
Yeah.
Why did I like the shorts? First of all, like we said on the other streams, the market's, in my opinion, feeling a little bit heavy. What we just said before I said that was that if Apple rolls, everything is rolling. Meaning if Apple falls off, everything is going to start to dive, in my opinion. IB by rejection says that if we pull up edgeful and we go to the IB by rejection on NQ, right? Not retracement, by rejection. If the high is formed first of the initial balance, 73% of the time, the first break is to the low. So in this case, obviously today, high is broken first, low is formed second, high is formed first, low is formed second. We're expecting a break of the IB low. So 4 minutes before the IB is formed, we're in the midpoint of the initial balance. This gives you some meat on the bone to target a break of the IB low. In this case today, it was 150 points. So that's bearish, obviously. Now we have very likely At the time, it was not as obvious, but now once price started to flush, now we have that red opening candle, which is bearish for the rest of the session. We have the break of the previous day's low, which already happened before, which is bearish again. And a nice top wick rejection, not top wick rejection. This is on a 1 minute. So obviously keep that in mind. Even if we go up to a 5 minute, there was a decent 40-point wick here where sellers stepped in and pushed us to the downside. So the logic on that, which I did not take, unfortunately, was exactly what I just walked you guys through. Now, ES is very obviously stronger here. So that's the reason I wanted to short NQ instead of ES. NQ already broke the IB low, made a new low of day on this, broke previous day's low. ES has not done that, has not touched the previous day's low, did not make a new low of day on that sell-off. That's why I was looking to trade NQ instead of ES. If anyone chat, if you guys have any questions about that, obviously, let me know.
Dude, look at my YM. It's starting to look very nice for me, bro. Look at that.
Dude, that is insane.
I know.
That's a clean bounce off of the view up too.
Yeah, clean bounce off of view up. If this takes new half day, I think we could start to move here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clean bounce off of view up.
So if anyone is interested in longs, personally, I would not long. I would rather long
NQ.
ES. I would rather long ES than NQ because there was no new low of day.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
something like this. But again, you need to decrease your position size here. And this would be for a scalp, in my opinion, not for a larger move to the top side. You want to be targeting these like intraday levels. That's in my opinion. That's like for my trading style. But I'm green right now on the day, but not heavily. So I don't want to look for other trades just because like I have a small winning day. But yeah.
Yeah, if my YM can get back above that opening range, I would really like that. So I'm currently sitting at break even on it, but it's still bouncing off of VWAP, really solid. So let's see if I can hold.
I'm happy that some people took this trade, honestly.
Yeah, because that was savage, dude. That's how that just flushed.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go make a coffee. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Give me like 2 minutes.
Perfect. Cool. So I'm still long YM. I'll keep you guys updated. If we hold above VWAP, I mean, I'm still liking it, but I would really like to see it get above the opening range high. That's what I'm looking at at the minute. How we find it. That's what I've got to need it to do. I'm gonna need it to hold up above VWAP, and then I really would like it if we continue to make that move above opening range high. That's what we need, right? But yeah, anyone in any trades at the minute? Anyone in any trades at the minute? So yeah, we've got a few guys took that off VWAP. Yeah, actually quite a few guys. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we've got quite a few guys that took it. That's interesting. Nice. Well done, guys. Yeah, see, yeah, this YM is not looking too particularly great right now, I must say. It's got to hold VWAP, yeah, for me to continue liking it. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't like this candle. Yeah, I don't like this candle at all. We're gonna hold up here. Yeah, this doesn't look great. If we close red, yeah, we still got 3 minutes on this bar. If we close down like this, I probably will have to close. I don't like it. What's NQ doing? I took it, but on a sim, I've already hit my daily profit targets. I'm qualifying some other prop from accounts and need not follow. Yeah, nice. Okay. I took it off. Yeah, I'm rotating shorts on RTY. Yeah, look at NQ now rolling over. My goodness. Yeah, okay, I'm closing YM. Yeah, look at NQ now. Remember I told you guys pre-market that if we take out these pre-market lows, we could definitely see a flush. I just pulled YM, bro. We just completely flipped.
Dude, who's the idiot that didn't take that short at the perfect spot?
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I should have listened to you as well. Yeah, that's ugly. Look at this. Look, we look so good, and then just look at that rejection, bro. Crazy.
Well, I hope you guys are, at least, even though I didn't take this trade, which I'm not thrilled about. But
André, your audio, I think it's echo. Let's just make sure it's on the AirPods.
Sounding now. Better?
Yeah, there we go. Back.
Much better, or let me just. God, I need to furnish this room. Is this better?
Yeah, much better.
Okay, good. Okay, so I hope you guys are understanding at least the logic that we're using here to take these trades. Even though I took this short here, I should have probably just held it, right? This is would I have held even after this bounce? Definitely not, personally. I would not. I'm not going to be this like hindsight king. There is no shot that if I maintained my short position from consumer sentiment at 10 a.m., I would not have held when price bounced over here. I would not have added, like that was the trade idea that I had mentioned before, and this bounce, I would not have added to capture this continuation in the downside. This is, in my opinion, a different trade setup here, not a continuation off of the initial trade idea. But I hope that you guys at least got something out of it, because I'm sitting here now with no trade in. So
yeah. No, I've taken loss on Tesla and YM, so I'm just going to reset and see where we can go from here.
You know what I would like to see? A retest of this zone high, Yeah, nice trading, bro. Yeah, I think I'm just getting, I kept it a little bit smaller today, but just getting a little bit chopped up. Yeah. If we could, I mean, the thing is that now the shorts don't make as much sense to me. So what I would love to see is something like this, right? But because we've extended so far down off of this area now.
Sorry, let's get your screen up. There you go.
Oh, shit. Okay, so what I would love to see is something a little bit like this. But the further down we extend before we get this retest of this area, the worse the quality of the trade is, in my opinion.
Sure.
But for anyone, do we have any options sellers in the chat? Let me know. I will happily walk you guys through how to take a trade using option selling today.
Do you think it would probably be better to take a trade on option selling today in this volatility?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So the VIX is spiking, which means that the premiums are going to be elevated, which means that's like a positive thing. You obviously need to be a little bit more careful when the premiums are, or when the VIX is spiking, because like the premiums move a lot faster and a lot more aggressively. Like in my thoughts, just give me a second.
Dude, now YM's bouncing. What the hell?
My thoughts. Okay, so just before I explain this with the options with the VIX.
Why does when the VIX goes up, what happens with the options? I know it's not options 101, but just give me a breakdown.
No, I mean, yeah, it's totally fine. So the way that it works is the VIX is the volatility index, and the way that options are priced are based on the more expected volatility there is, the more expensive the options become. So if you think about any stock, the price of the option leading into earnings, no matter what, all of the premiums, like meaning all the cost of the options, is going to rise because there is increased uncertainty going into earnings. And what you'll see is that right after earnings, almost all of the options values are going to like really get cut off, and that's called IV crush, implied volatility crush, because there's nothing uncertain anymore. We know the data for their earnings, we know everything else, so that's where the price of the implied volatility is going to come down. You can think about it as a rising tide. Rising tide is going to like raise all boats. So regardless if it's calls or puts, rising tide is going to go up. It's going to raise the actual price, the actual physical price. It's going to be more expensive to buy that option. When the implied volatility is down, that is going to decrease and suppress all of the options pricing. So when there is higher volatility, when you sell options, it gives you there's more potential to make money because the options are more expensive. So it's like, think about it as like shorting from a higher price theoretically. Now you need to be more careful, because if it goes against you, it'll go against you a lot faster and a lot more aggressively. Yeah, exactly. So that's a really important thing to know. But the idea here of options selling is specifically on this day, or like today, for example. If we look at something like the QQQ, or I actually like to sell options on SPY. So I'll look at SPY. If we look here, right, we have obviously the IB, the opening candle. We have very bearish sentiment, or not sentiment, but very bearish like edgeful reports, not indicators, but like indications that it is unlikely that price will be around here, right? Which means that if you sell the options in this area, it is likely that these options expire. The way that selling options works is that you want to sell them and then let time work in your favor. So what that means is you sell them, and then every second that goes by, you're getting closer to expiration. The closer you are to expiration, the less time value that the options have. So options have intrinsic value and time value. For anyone that doesn't care, I'm sorry, I'm almost done. Every option has time value and intrinsic value. Options that are out of the money only have time value. Options that are in the money have time value and intrinsic value, which means that, for example, if you have SPY calls, right? If you bought SPY calls, what is this? Right? If you have $600 strike SPY calls, that means that you have the right to buy 100 shares of SPY at $600 per share. Which means that if you buy them here, you're immediately making $50 of profit per share. So that is intrinsic value. That means that you're up theoretically $50 per share on SPY, which is what the intrinsic value is. That's why when an option is in the money, it maintains its value a lot more. So apologies if you guys are extremely bored of what I'm saying now, but perhaps to make it a little bit more entertaining.
Sorry, just a quick one. I had to get long YM again. It's my third trade. It looks good. It's bouncing in. I have to take it.
Pull up your screen quick. I'm curious.
Yeah, I have to take it, bro. I can't let this run after taking a first entry on it and then it runs without me. I can't. So yeah, that's my entry. So I got full RTR on this flush down, and then I'm off this VWAP bounce. I'm long again. So I have to. Whether it wins or loses,
Yeah,
I
of
don't really
course.
care. I'm long. Yeah.
So I really like the logic that you're using here is like you're not letting your previous trades affect
Yeah.
your current trade. And
Yeah.
that's very, very important. So
Yeah.
obviously risk management is key, because if you had like lost a ton of money, then you'd be pretty upset right now, and like you might be trading with like more emotion. But risk management is key. When you take these losses, like it's not a big deal. Like you don't really care, right? And
I
that's
agree.
really very important.
I have to. I can't let this run, and then this runs 500 points to the high side without me, and I'm like, dude, I was in at the lows. So
Yeah.
but yeah, sorry to cut you off. You can.
No, I'm done. I'm not.
Okay.
My options rant is over. Even though Murray says that he loves it, my options rant is over. So sorry, Murray, if you want me to keep going, but that's how it works. That's how options work. I actually started trading options before I traded futures, so that's why I'm super familiar with how they work.
Yeah.
ES is actually a lot stronger than NQ right now. We're back at orb low on ES, not even close. We're still almost
Correct.
70 points away on NQ. James,
Yeah.
I might say something that's a little bit upsetting to you.
What are you gonna say? You're bouncing from this level again.
The ES short looks pretty solid right now, even though it is stronger because it's at this orb low. But
yeah,
I don't know, bro. This NQ short is, I don't know.
Let's have a look. Yeah, NQ. Yeah, NQ is actually interesting, like bouncing off those pre-market lows. But yeah, I'm long YM, so hopefully flipping our YM go up now.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so too. I'm not in a trade, so I don't really care. But I mean, I hope YM goes up for you, but
bro,
I'm not in a trade.
For me, whether I've been trading too long now, bro. I've been trading 8 years. If I win a trade or lose a trade, it is what it is, bro. If you can't take the bad, you don't deserve the good.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
I've got to a point in my career, like if I take a knock on the day or whatever it is what it is, bro. I'm not gonna can't complain. You can't you put on the risk when you took it, you got to accept it. So
yeah, 100%. Oh, let's see something. So something that I really don't like to do is set an arbitrary stop based on a point value. I like to set my stops based exclusively on structure, and then I set my risk, my position size based on that. What we're seeing is Meta bouncing, NVIDIA bouncing, ES, NQ bouncing, Tesla bouncing, Google bouncing, Broadcom, and Apple all bouncing right now. So James, I think your long is pretty solid at the moment. But
yeah, let's see.
I know I don't love the fact that I don't know, bro. This ES short looks really really solid.
I mean, we're above the opening range high now. We've taken up the opening range high. We're above VWAP. So it's my play, bro. If this thing rips like 200 points and I'm like, I didn't catch one piece of it, I'm going to look like an idiot after taking a first trade and closing out for a loss and it rips without me in my direction. So it is what it is.
Okay, I'm going to get my coffee quick and I'll be right back.
Sure. Perfect. So let's put my thing on stream here. So this is my trade at the moment that I'm in. So I closed the first entry on it, and I'm in a second entry like this. So we can actually go like that. Let's go like this. So I've closed that first entry. We'll save it, put in my daily report card. I'll share in the Discord as well. And then I got long again here at the close of that candle there with my stop and open range. So that's what I'm in at the moment. There you go.
Okay, I'm back. How's the audio?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Audio is good?
Yeah.
I am trying the ES shorts here.
Okay. Yeah. At what price?
Got a horrendous fill at 58.50. Wow, bottom ticked it. Who else can do that?
Let's get your screen up.
Hold on one sec. Got a horrendous fill on that, but we'll be fine. Maybe I'll add a little bit, but I think I need to redo this at a better price, but I am still short biased. I'm green now, but not
you green.
Like horrible price. I think I'm going to cut this and re-enter, or maybe I'll just add, but I don't really like to add to losers. But
What's your entry on ES?
Right here, it's at 55850. I'm green,
Sure.
but like horrendous entry.
Yeah.
Right when I got back from getting my coffee. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut this and re-enter when it bounces, or I might just add. I'm not really sure. So I literally bottom ticket, so this is a horrendous trade right now, in my opinion. But yeah, if it bounces up here, I'm gonna probably just add to it.
Yeah.
Instead of closing. But so I just added a little bit here at 64.50 here.
Yeah. I've just got my YM longs running, but let's see.
Wow, just got absolutely horrendous trade.
Look at my YM's pin. Look at my pin on YM, bro. Look at that.
That's an unbelievable entry.
Yeah. Let's see if it flipping holds up this time.
So I just added one more. My position size is super light right now at 68. If this doesn't work, then I'll be red on the day, but it's fine. I'll be like bare. I'll be actually break even on the day if this hits my stop.
Sure.
Terrible first entry. That's my last. That's 68.50. Yeah, I'm about to get stopped out. Wow, what a reversal. I cannot even believe it. I still might get stopped out. I was just over 1 point away from getting stopped out there.
Dude, this is some volatile price action, I'll tell you that.
This is not great. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get stopped out here. That flush needed to continue, which is fine. I'm literally sitting break even on the day now, so. So I'll just take these off and I'll just put like my average here and where my stop is. So average is 63. So this is the trade. I'm definitely going to get stopped out here.
Yeah, geez. 571 on the years.
I don't have any profit targets set right now, even though I probably should. I'm about to be break even. I'm somehow in profit for a second. I'm in profit now. I honestly, that was very poor execution on my end for this trade. Very, very, very poor execution on my end for this trade.
What's your inch price again? 50?
It's I just updated it, so it's 60. It's 63.75 is like roughly the entry price. Yeah, really, really poor execution. Like honestly, for me to be green right now, like I feel like I don't really deserve it, and I feel like I should just close it here, but I'm not going to. But yeah, I might get stopped out here, honestly.
Let's go to all. So I'm just looking at my edgeful screen at the moment, my side. And a lot of stocks actually first opening candle continuation being bullish. YM's the reason why I'm long YM at the moment. Maybe I've got to go back in my TLC, maybe a daily report card, maybe look at I should be shorting ES or NQ with you. But YM's holding up here. You know, the first hour being long. I did like the longs off of it of that overnight, the pre-market lows.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I have my targets at 55, 50, and 45. So just 3 chunks that I'll close out. Here, here, and here. Honestly, dude, like I really, really bad execution on my end. Like I am embarrassed at how that just went. I think
we're still above. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm still above VWAP on my YM trade, so I gotta hold it, bro. Just gotta read it for what it is.
No, I mean, just because ES is dumping doesn't mean that YM.
Yeah, YM. Yeah, for sure. YM can do its own thing. I agree.
Yeah.
What's NVDA doing? They're bouncing a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really upset about this execution on my end. I'm like thinking about just closing it, but I just don't want to ruin a good trade because my execution was bad, because I am in this trade and I added to a loser, which I never do. But yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, if we don't get a flush here in like the next minute or two, I'm going to close this because.
Yeah. I've also got to head off in the next couple as well.
Yeah.
We'll speak about maybe starting streams at 1:15, André. I think that's probably the better idea.
Yeah.
Just we got 700 people.
I'm not interested in this because like Oh, we do. Wow, that's great. I'm not interested in this. I just so you guys know, I did close it because like my execution was very bad, and I don't like when I do that. And
Sure.
I'm not interested in trying to. So my thought process around this is first of all, I added to a loser. I bottom ticked the initial candle I wanted to sell on, which is really, really bad. And if this becomes a green, I did close it for a green trade, but if this becomes like a big winning trade, that builds really bad habits. So for me personally, I'm not really interested in like the whatever, like 20 points that I would have gotten. Like I don't like the execution that I had there, and I'm not willing to sit and like build bad habits because of it. So for me, I just closed for a really small profit, just literally just a couple points. My three, one of them was actually red, the other two were green on the 3 different chunks that I had. But yeah, I'm not really interested in capitalizing on poor execution. That's really, really important for me personally. Like I'm not really interested in that because I really think that building good habits is absolutely critical. So I still think that there's going to be new low of day here on SPY, or on the ES. I just didn't. When you go into it with a really poor, like you're trying to like scramble and fix a trade that's like you didn't execute well on, I personally find that I don't manage them well, and it builds really bad habits. So that's why I closed it out, even though it's working out right now. I don't know. I don't like to scramble to try to fix trades. And I found that when I do that, it causes more issues for me. It's like, yeah, it's going in my favor now, but imagine it. I took a 12-point loss on a trade. I would have been pretty upset. So I think execution is more important than like the actual amount of money that you make per trade. And I mean, some people might, and James, I'm sure you think it's crazy too, but like, I think building good habits with execution is more important than making money. Well, I'm green on the day, and I made money on that trade, but I think it's more important to build good habits than it is to actually make money on a trade.
I agree. I mean, I'd rather execute well and have good discipline than having bad habits. I agree.
Yeah. So. Yeah, so I had initially shorted 58.50, then 64.50, then 68.50, and adding to a loser is a very dangerous game in my opinion, because now theoretically you are, and Eddie, I do agree with you. I do think that daily engulfing is not going to play out today, but I think that adding to a loser, what it means to me is you are doubling down when you are theoretically wrong on the trade in that moment. And that's very dangerous to do. So you want to add to winners. You don't want to add to losers typically. You can kind of like average in if you got to, like again, like I don't like to average in on if I have a bad entry on like initial entry. Like I don't think it's a good idea. Like I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, it can be very tough, bro, because you're getting worse price, and that's just well, best loser wins, right? We spoke about it in the book the one time.
Yeah.
Don't add to losers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we can wrap up here in the next couple of minutes.
Yeah.
If there's no more last questions. No, we have been on for.
Well, I'm not sure if anyone did take this trade, by the way, this short on ES or on NQ, but it did look solid, and maybe I shouldn't have gotten that coffee, but
Yeah.
yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gotten that coffee
Yeah.
because that was not a good, not good timing. But yeah, all three profit targets did get hit, 55, 50, and 45. But again, I don't like to benefit from poor execution and pretty much not getting lucky, but
Yeah.
it's just poor execution.
I agree.
Vegas, good question. And this is the last question I'll answer here, and then we can wrap it up. But
yeah,
we're actually building edgeful AI right now. We do have a version. We're going to think about it as like V0. Like this is going to be the beta version. So anytime this version is not going to have any calculations in it. This version is going to be, it knows everything about every single report. And you're going to be able to ask it questions about the reports. You're going to be able to ask it about like a morning routine, about what reports pair well together and everything else. There's going to be zero calculations involved in the current V0. V1, which we're also working on right now, but V0 is actually going to come out pretty soon. But V1 is going to allow you to combine reports. So for example, how often is there a red opening candle and price only breaks the IB low? For every time that happens, how often does price close on the session below the IB low? That's going to be a really key thing where you can start to combine reports on the fly. Not make custom reports yet. You're going to have to use only existing things that are in edgeful, and then we'll start to go like V3 will be being able to create your own custom reports like on the fly completely from scratch outside of any concept that we have in edgeful. And then as we continue, there's like a pretty big roadmap which we'll kind of like talk more about as time goes on. But V0 is going to be like your edgeful expert. Like imagine you're talking to me, or you're talking to James, or you're talking to our support team. That's going to be V0. V1 is going to be combining existing reports, and then V2 is going to be creating your own reports completely from scratch. This trade, by the way, the 3 profit targets, I mean, listen, my execution was horrendous, but if you guys took this, the 3 profit targets were hit here, and price is bouncing now. So yeah,
I mean, I'm still in my why I'm long. I'm still in somehow. My stop's still at the opening range low, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. All right.
The
I
video
mean, we can
started
wrap
to
it up here.
No. So that opening range, interesting, very interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I hope you guys like these streams.
I'll let you guys know how it's
honestly.
going this way.
Yeah. I hope everyone is liking these streams, and I hope they're helpful to you guys. I hope you guys like them, and yeah, we're gonna keep doing these. I'm enjoying doing it. So
yeah, win or lose, we had to make money trading, and hopefully you guys are learning about the edgeful, everything about us. So yeah.
So all right, guys. Have a good one.
Yeah, we'll see you guys Monday. Remember, Mondays and Fridays. Monday 9 a.m. Well, we'll let you know. We might move it to 9:15, so we'll let you know.
We might move it to 9:15. Bye, guys.
Yeah. Perfect. Cheers, guys.